Hello and welcome back to my studio. I'm Andy Morris, abstract painter and Udemy instructor. Now, today I'm going to be painting on an unstretched canvas, and I've got my paints laid out here, a bucket of water, some paper towels, some charcoal, and an assortment of tools. I really don't know which ones I'll end up using, but you never can tell. And that's the way I like to approach my art most of the time. Sometimes I have a definite plan, a formula that I follow, a step-by-step sequence. But today I'm just freestyling it, letting it all hang out. So, and that's when I have the most fun. And I think you will too. So try that sometime. Try just letting go and just creating art for fun, like you would have if you were, doing it when you were a child. No plan, no intention, no care. Okay? Because I think that we tap into some deeper resources when we approach it that way. Now, there's also a lot to be said for the academic side with knowing the principles of design and developing your composition, but all that can come later in our abstract paintings as we bring them together, okay? I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to take some of this charcoal. I like to do this sometimes. It just breaks up the space. Right now we're looking at a blank white space. See, and I just put some marks on there with my fingers, not on purpose. So, the goal is just to get it started, and then we have something to work with. Until it begins, we have nothing to work with. Not really. That's a blank space. There's nothing there. You can't call that a painting, although some people have tried. It's a blank space, okay? It needs us to, as the artist, to do something. So just do anything, attack the canvas and make some marks. Whatever comes into your head, don't worry about it. Because most of these will end up getting covered up anyway. See, now I've already got something that I can work with. I can say, well, I want something to go like that, but I don't like that, but that doesn't matter. Okay. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? I mean, seriously. I think it's just fun to mark on things. That's why I got in a lot of trouble as a child. Because I was just constantly marking on things. I couldn't stop myself. And I'd use anything to mark with. And when I started learning how to paint, I bought the most expensive brushes and everything like that. I'm going to put some black on here. I've got it thinned out quite a bit. And, see, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just want some, I think I want some, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's better that way. So see, that's my whole point. When I first started painting seriously, because I was always painting, marking, drawing, onto things. One time I painted a 20-foot nude on the side of the ship that I was stationed on. That's a funny story. I'll tell it to you some other time. But anyway, when I decided it was time to learn how to really do it right, well, I got serious. And I bought a bunch of, expensive brushes and everything. And I think I need something down here. Okay, I've kind of got boom, boom. I don't like that. The only disadvantage with doing it on an unstretched canvas like this is it's not as easy to turn the painting. And on a stretch canvas, that's one of the tactics I use. One of the strategies I use is to constantly be turning the painting. I'm going to thin this, or I'm going to mix this. I'm going to get some gray here. I'm going to get some gray going. And maybe I'm just going to bring that like that. There. Okay, and just grab some white, and it'll make gray on here because I feel like I'm neglecting this area already. Okay, here's some red, and I already had gray on there, so I'm not sure what color this is, because this is quinacridone red, and it seems to be kind of a cool red. In other words, it leans towards blue, or well, towards purple, magenta. And when I mix it with this gray, that's what I kind of get, is kind of a dulled down magenta. And I think it needs to go right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a good idea. And yes, even when you're not here, even when I'm not filming, I talk to myself while I'm painting. Okay. Need a different brush, or maybe this. I can use this. This is just a spatula. It's for putting icing on cakes. But that's not how I use it. I'm just going to run it through here. All right, let's see. I got a bigger brush here. And some yellow ochre. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, I'm standing in front of. Sorry about that. All right. And of course, I got my water bottle here. Let's get some water on the canvas. Seems like it's awful dry. So. Now, the only major decision I made was when I was cutting this canvas. I decided I have some stretcher bars that I need to use up. I have a lot of materials that I need to use up. And they happen to measure 48 inches, so I plan to do about 3 or 4 paintings that size. So obviously this is bigger than 48 inches. I like to leave quite a bit of room for cropping, and plus I can just, I can wrap the image around the sides and everything. I'm going to try to get some sort of turquoise. This is turquoise, but it's pretty dark turquoise. And I want turquoise like you find in, Southwestern jewelry. So I just mixed it with some white. And I think it needs to go right there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that brush is really dirty. I'll get another brush. Let's see what I can do here. Okay. All right. Well, I think I've made a mess today. It doesn't matter. You got to start somewhere. And that's what this was all about. It may look gross right now. Well, it does, doesn't it? Let's just face facts. But now we have a lot of information that we can work with. Only we need to let it dry. Okay? So I'll see you next time in my studio. Hey, I almost forgot to mention, check out my website. There's a lot of good articles and other stuff on there. I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you. See you next time. All right, let's see here. Maybe some orange.